Breaking. Largest RNC leak ever. And the leaks keep coming down the mile here. Personal data on 198 million voters was stored on an unsecured Amazon server. According to reports, Deep-Root Analytics, an RNC contractor, left the database exposed. Can you imagine? That is absolutely terrifying. A data analytics contractor employed by the Republican National Committee left databases containing information on nearly 200 million potential voters exposed to the internet without security, allowing anyone who knew where to look to download it without a password. We take full responsibility for this situation. Yeah, you take responsibility after you got caught. Why don't you take responsibility in prison? Said the contractor Deep-Root Analytics in a statement. We take full responsibility. Yeah, well, that'll help. The databases were part of a 25 terabyte of files contained in an Amazon cloud account that could be browsed without logging in. The account was discovered by researcher Chris Vickery of the security firm UpGuard. The files have since been secured. Thank God nothing happened. But that would be a wet dream for anybody looking for a hit list on Republicans and leaders and that sort of thing. Especially after the congressmen were just targeted because of their political views. Can you imagine a list with 200 million potential voters on it? Put in the wrong hands? Brutal. Look what dictator Kim Jong Un fears the most. I would say going on a diet. Kim Jong Un is petrified that he could be the target of a decapitation raid. North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un is reportedly so terrified of being targeted for assassination that he travels incognito inside the Hermit Kingdom, and there is growing evidence his paranoia may be well-founded. Well, considering his brother was assassinated, I would say well-founded indeed. Remember this?
If you watch extremely closely, a figure wearing a white top seems to approach him from behind and grab him. From a different angle, the person in white throws their arms over the victim's head and applies pressure before walking away. Moments later, he speaks to airport staff and animatedly points at his face. Then he's escorted to the medical centre. There is clear commotion as he's put onto a stretcher and the room throngs with medics. Slumped in a chair, this is thought to be the last picture of him alive as the effects of the supposed poisoning took hold. So was North Korea responsible for the killing?
The 33-year-old third-generation ruler is extremely nervous about a clandestine plot to take him out, according to a key South Korean lawmaker who spoke to the Korea Herald. Representative Lee Kol-woo, chairman of the South Korean Parliament's Intelligence Committee, made the claim based on reports from South Korea's intelligence agency. Kim is engrossed with collecting information about the decapitation operation through his intelligence agencies, Lee said following a briefing last week. The rumored decapitation plan to target Kim and key deputies in the event fighting broke out on the peninsula first surfaced in late 2015 when the U.S. and South Korea signed Operation Plan 5015, a joint strategy for possible war scenarios with North Korea. According to the Booking Institute, the plan envisions limited warfare with an emphasis on preemptive strikes on strategic targets in North Korea and decapitation raids to exterminate North Korean leaders. Something about the term decapitation seems to have gotten the attention of the go-tattled, unpredictable, and violent dictator. According to Lee, Kim is so frightened that he now disguises his movements, travels primarily at dawn and in the cars of his henchmen. Public appearances and jaunts in his prized Mercedes-Benz 600 have been curtailed. Well, you should be worried. Absolutely 100%. In my opinion, we will witness North Korea and South Korea become one country once again, once this man and his vermin are removed. Boom. Pentagon sends Russia a warning. U.S. pilots operating over Syria won't hesitate to defend themselves from Russian threats, a Pentagon spokesperson said Monday, in the latest escalation between the two superpowers since a U.S. jet shot down a Syrian aircraft on Sunday. We do not seek conflict with any party in Syria other than ISIS, but we will not hesitate to defend ourselves or our partners if threatened, Captain Jeff Davis told Fox News. Now, the jet that was shot down was a Russian Su-22. I have a little clip of what the jet looks like.